Let's start with the gear sets. So we've got 5 new gear sets. 4 of these are tied to the Underground DLC. But one of them, if you haven't bought the Underground DLC, you'll still get a really, really good gear set. You'll have actually...
That's a very nice outfit you're wearing.
You could start with
Gabe.
the Alpha Bridge set. This one's really cool, actually. So the talent is actually very, very interesting. So what'll happen with the 4-piece, yes, you can activate all the talents on 2 of your weapons. Well, kind of, because it doesn't. It has been a little bit unclear for people who have been like, "Oh my god, all your talents are activated." What's some of the? There's a requirement as well.
So there is a requirement. First of all, you need to have equipped your primary and secondary weapon needs to be from the same type. So either 2 assault rifle, 2 marksman rifle, or 2 SMGs, or 2 shotguns. They need to be the same type. As soon as you do that, and of course you have 4 pieces of that set equipped, each talents of those 2 weapons will always be active. So if you are using the weapon A, you will also benefit from the talents on your secondary weapon. Unless they are the same talents. So you will not be able to stack the same talent twice if you have the same talent on your 2 weapons.
But so you can't run with like 2 brutals or 2 deadlies or that sort of thing.
But as soon as your talent has activated, so you have the requirement for it in terms of stat, then you will benefit from the 2 talents with each of your weapon, which can lead pretty insane combos.
It also just works when you're using one of these 2 weapons, right? Not with the sidearm.
No, not with the sidearm.
You're not gonna get a pistol with 5 talents.
No.
Okay, all right. Damn it. But that one's super cool. And just to be extra clear, we said it before, but that one is coming free to everyone.
Yes.
With the update, you'll be able to access that regardless of if you own the Underground DLC or not.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we have next? We've got the blind set. This one's interesting. So I'm just going to come forward and read this. Obviously, you get the pulse crit hit damage, and killing a target creates a flashbang effect at their position. That one's cool.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily need to have a flashbang skill, but if you get that, you're going to have some extra crowd control.
It's the underground gear set because it fits a little bit the fantasy of being underground. It's the darkness, and that's where the blind and the flash is coming from. And it's actually pretty cool to be able to just shoot at NPCs if they are a little bit stacked together. Then that creates a flashbang, a little bit of crowd control. You can focus on something else. It's a pretty cool mechanic.
Yes, and we also talked about in the state of the game last time. There's a blind battle rifle, which, to be clear, people played it in the E3 build and loved it, but it still needs some working on, and we'll get that in an update when we can. But it's a really cool gun, but it definitely needs some work before it gets into the game.
And also just talking about E3, so some of these gear sets were available in the E3 build, and if you see the stats now, you will see that they probably changed, but because we said at E3 to the people testing it there that actually the gear sets were not final yet, the stats and everything, so it's normally now they are different because back then they were still just very much temporary.
Nice. All right, what else do we have, Gabe? We've got DeadEye.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, what's this one?
So that's the marksman rifle set, basically. What it does, so let's try to be clear about it. So with that set, as long as you don't aim down sight, and when we say aim down sight, it's like really looking through the scope. So if you don't look through the scope, you will lose your headshot bonus on your marksman rifle. But on the other side, all your shots are crit, guaranteed 100% crit chance for all your shots. But you lose the headshot modifier. On the other side, if you are aiming down sight, then you will be able to use your marksman rifle.
That one's cool.
Before. It's like if you really spec for crit damage, it can increase a lot your DPS, but at the same time, it's really like just the feeling of landing every shot being a crit is a really good gameplay feeling as well.
Nice. All right, what's next, Gabe? We have Reclaimer. We missed the fire crest. We'll come back to that. Reclaimer. That's all right.
Stay on the Reclaimer. Stay focused.
Reclaimer is our consumable, our kind of buff bot.
So that's the support set. So the consumables have some cool mechanics in the
Mhm.
game, but we realize that they are not that much used right now for both PvP and PvE, and that set will hopefully bring some love to them. So what it does is, if the person using the set use a consumable, everyone from his team will benefit from the bonus of that consumable.
Yes.
So if you are using Fire Bullet, then everybody in your team will benefit for free from Fire Bullets.
Yes. Things to keep in mind with this, though, because I know it sounds scary, and to be honest, I was scared the first time I read it. You can actually already do this with team coordination. If everyone has fire bullets, you can always pop fire bullets. So it's not doing something that you can't already do. It just means that you don't really have to coordinate in the same kind of way. And the cooldown still applies. So it's not like you can run around with fire bullets all the time.
No, as soon as the Fire Bullet effect is done, or any other consumable, then all your team will be on consumable cooldown until the next one.
Exactly. Also, the other thing to keep in mind is that you will also have the new fire bullets. So instead of a 10-second debuff, it's only 3 seconds now.
Yeah.
So it's not as scary as I once.
But even for PvE, I mean, using some water or soda, that's also
the
pretty
water
cool.
is going to be really important.
Yeah.
So like if everyone just, because I always forget to do it as well. But if like at every time the buff bot, which I guess will maybe be me, or I don't know, depending on if I forget to do that or not, it's going to really help. Was it 20% damage to elites?
Yep.
Crazy.
Pretty useful in PvE.
Really, really important. Okay, we've got one more, which is Firecrest, I think.
Yep.
All right. Explain this one for us. All right, so we get the reload speed and incendiary bullets capacity. That's nice, but killing a burning target grants incendiary bullets for 10 seconds. That's cool. So unleash the fire. That's nice.
And if you manage to time it properly and coordinate it with your team to be able to actually kill the targets, it's really cool to be able to juggle a little bit with the fire bullets. Like you can first use either a fire bullet or an incendiary grenade or anything that will burn something. Then you kill it, and then you can keep using your fire bullet all the time if you manage to.
As long as you're killing stuff.
As long as you're getting the last hits.
Yeah.
All right. Dota nerds will be happy. Great. Fantastic.